The Supreme Court will hear the bench of petition challenging the electoral bond schemes on October 31st, 2023 in the matter of Association for Democratic Reforms and Union Government of India. What is the background of electoral bond case? A donor can buy an electoral bond at specified banks and branches using electronic modes of payment, and after having completed the KYC, Know Your Customer, requirements posed, the amendment made the Section 29C of Representation of People Act 1951 (RPA). Electoral bonds are available in various denominations, allowing purchasers to buy them for any amount in multiples of 1,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 1 lakh rupees, 10 lakh, 1 crore. Notably, the bonds do not contain the name of donor, ensuring the anonymity of the contributor. The validity of the bond remains 15 days, within which it has to be encashed by the payee. The face value of the bonds will be considered as voluntary contributions received by qualified political party, and this will be taken into account for the purpose of claiming an exemption from income tax under Section 13A of Income Tax Act 1961. Thereafter came to Finance Act 2017, which brought forward the provisions of anonymous electoral bonds. The Finance Act 2017 introduced amendments in certain legislations, including the Income Tax Act 1961 (RPA). The present petition are filed by political party Communist Party of India, Marxist, and NGOs Common Cause and Association for Democratic Reforms (ADR), challenging the schemes as an obscure funding system which has unchecked by any authority. The court agreed to hear the petition on grounds whether anonymous electoral bonds are in violation of citizens' right, whether such a scheme is in violation of Article 14, Article 19 and Article 21. The matter will be taken by Supreme Court for hearing 31st October 2023. What is electoral bond? Electoral bonds are financial instruments used for making political donations in India. They were introduced in 2017 as a part of government's efforts to bring transparency and accountability to political funding. The primary object of electoral bonds is to eliminate the use of cash for political donations and ensure that the funding of political parties is more transparent and legitimate. They have following characteristics. Issuers: electoral bonds are issued by authorized banks in India. The State Bank of India is the only authorized bank to issue these bonds. Denominations: electoral bonds are available in multiple denominations, typically ranging from as low as 1,000 rupees to high as 1 crore. Purchaser: any individual or entity, whether an Indian citizen or a corporate entity, can purchase electoral bonds from the designated bank. Anonymity: one of the key features of the electoral bonds is that they are bearer instruments, and this means that donor's identity is not mentioned on the bond. Ensuring anonymity usage: electoral bonds can only be uncashed by political parties that are registered under the Representation of People's Act 1951. Transparency: the government argued that electoral bonds would enhance transparency as the donor's information is known to the bank, even if it is not disclosed to the public. Regenerate specimen of electoral bond. What are the constitutional provisions involved? Article 14, Article 19, Article 21 take an important position under the Constitution of India. Also, the Supreme Court in case of Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India 1978 held that a law depriving a person of personal liberty does not only stand the test of Article 21 but also that of Article 14 and Article 19. Article 14, equality before law. The state shall not deny to any person equality before the law or the equal protection of the laws within the territory of India. Article 19, protection of certain rights regarding freedom of speech, etc. All citizens have the right to freedom of speech and expression, to assemble peaceably and without arms, to form association or unions or cooperative societies, to move freely throughout the territory of India, to reside and settle in any part of the territory of India, to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. The above mentioned rights are available subject to reasonable restrictions mentioned under Article 19 ka Part 2 and 6. Article 21, protection of life and personal liberty. No person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law.